Lucas always appreciated the quiet of his life in an old neighborhood of the city. After the death of his girlfriend in an accident that left a trail of pain, he tried to maintain his routine. His way of coping with the loss was to immerse himself in his habits, keeping up appearances and spending nights in silence, scrolling through his Instagram feed, observing the lives of others moving on while his seemed frozen. One day, while sitting alone at home, an unusual notification caught his attention. It was a like on an old photo of his, posted months before the tragedy. The user, his late girlfriend's profile. Lucas's chest tightened, and he let out a nervous laugh, convincing himself it was impossible. It had to be a system glitch, an error that, as absurd as it was, he could rationalize. But things only got worse. The next evening, as he sat at his dinner table, another notification appeared. Another like, and it didn't stop there. Old photos of moments he had shared with other women also started receiving likes. Later, Lucas noticed it wasn't just that. His girlfriend's profile had begun following women he interacted with, childhood friends, colleagues, anyone with any connection to him. The women started to notice. They received notifications from the mysterious profile following them and sometimes unreadable messages that appeared and disappeared before they could fully read them. Comments would pop up and vanish within seconds. Lucas tried to convince himself that a hacker was behind it, but a part of him knew something was deeply wrong. That night, he decided to act. He accessed his girlfriend's profile, trying to change the password and deactivate the account. Each attempt was blocked by a generic error message that appeared on the screen, but the sensation was different, as if someone were controlling the other side, purposefully rejecting his actions. The room around him seemed to grow colder, and the silence became unbearably heavy, as if he were being watched. Days passed, and Lucas began to isolate himself, avoiding interactions on Instagram. He even tried deleting the app, but his devices at home started acting strangely. His computer, which he was sure he had turned off, would light up on its own at night, with the cursor moving by itself, opening old photos, love messages exchanged with his girlfriend, and finally, the Instagram notifications tab. The terror seeped into his life. One day, while washing his face in the bathroom, Lucas noticed something in the mirror. A shadow, indistinct, watching him from the half-open bedroom door. He turned quickly, but the door was closed. He looked back at the mirror, and now it was just his tired face, staring back. The women who had received strange notifications and messages started sharing stories of inexplicable phenomena. Some swore they saw flashes of movement in the mirror, as if someone were watching them. Others reported feeling a sudden chill in their rooms at night, with their phones vibrating briefly, only to show like removed notifications when they checked. Lucas tried to pretend none of this was happening, but the fear grew with each moment. One night, after hearing soft footsteps throughout the house, he decided to step outside. The cool night air brought him a small sense of relief, but when he looked at his phone, a new notification appeared. A photo posted from his girlfriend's profile. It was a blurry image of his bedroom window, taken from inside the house. Lucas's terror solidified. He didn't know who or what was behind all of it, but one thing was certain. Something was watching him, waiting, and would never let him rest.